All right, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Panther Stadium for an interesting live stream today. We've got JV and Varsity girls soccer, two more teams that I do not believe we have covered this season. Again, wanted to branch out a little bit this week after what was a very baseball-heavy week last time around. But I say the stream is interesting because we are actually doing this one from the roof. We are up top today because I forgot, no joke, I forgot one cable and had to move the entire setup. But interesting to note, it was actually easier to set up here than it was to set up in the booth where we usually do the soccer and football games. Just a little interesting tidbit there. So if the audio sounds a little quieter, it's because the microphone is a bit further away from me than usual. Other than that, though, I don't think there are going to be any major differences with this one. Should be an interesting matchup here between the Lady Panthers and the Lady Red Devils. Put half an hour on the clock, and we are just about ready to roll here. Already got some movement toward Chapman's end of the field. And the clock's kind of acting up. Let me see if I can get it sorted out. That one gets sent out of bounds. All right, and we should be on time now. Chapman making a push toward Clinton's end of the field. That one is going to head out of bounds as well. Got a pretty nice view from up here, I have to say. And we've got a corner shot coming up for the Panthers to start this one out. Less than a minute into this. Have not gotten the rosters for either Clinton or Chapman yet. We're working on securing those. Here's the shot for the Lady Panthers, and has a nice curve to the inside, but the Red Devils make first contact. And now kind of scooting a bit backward, Chapman trying to establish some field position. They send it to the middle of the field now and got a shot on the goal. That one is partially blocked and goes to the left. And Clinton is going to get a chance to send this one away. Got to round up the ball first. It is all the way over there with the pole vaulting equipment. Oh, no, we got another one, and that corner shot kind of hits the side of the net. So 90 seconds into this one, and Clinton's going to get to send it away again. There's the kick. Got a line drive into the center of the field. This one's kind of up for grabs. Chapman has more jerseys around it. Kind of scooting backward now. And that one takes a nice Chapman bounce going back toward Clinton's goal. Trying to get something going. It needed some separation here. And this one heading out of bounds. Chapman resecures it for a moment. Got a lot of pushing and pulling, but this is gradually inching toward that Clinton goal. Nice move there by the Lady Panthers. Got a shot on the goal, and that one is blocked. Got a second shot, and that one almost curves in. Goes off to the left, though, so we'll see how far Clinton can get this one away. So far, I don't think a single kick has gone across the 50-yard line yet. Almost everything has taken place on Clinton's end of the field. See if they can go on the offensive here in a moment. Got another line drive to the center, fielded by the Lady Panthers. And now Clinton's going to try to send it away. Got some pushing and pulling. Now the Panthers backtracking to try and set something up. Ball is loose and brought back in by Chapman. Taking a shot on the goal, and that one is blocked. I think the goalie might have tipped it. And that one's going to head out of bounds. And Clinton has possession once more. There's the kick. And this one goes through the legs of some of the Red Devils. And now closing in on the 50-yard line. They've got it on Chapman's end of the field for the first time this game. Making a beeline for the goal. And Chapman reestablishes possession for a moment and just kicks it out of bounds. So that'll give their defense a moment to get set, make sure everybody's on the same page and on the same end of the field. And now Chapman trying to get it away from their own goal, scooped up by the goalie, and now the Lady Panthers are going to get a chance to send it away. About 4 minutes into this one, not a lot of progress made so far, but Clinton has gotten deep into Chapman territory on their first major possession of the game. And now Chapman looking to respond. Got a kick into open territory. It's a foot race, and inside the box now. Chapman, not sure if that was a shot on the goal or if they were just trying to stop the ball, but it's going to hop out of bounds, and possession will go to the Red Devils. Still working on grabbing those rosters for both teams. And got a headed kick right around what would be the 30-yard line. This one kind of trailing back toward Chapman territory, and then gets knocked out of bounds by one of the Red Devils. Chapman's going to take over, trying to find an open teammate. Backtracking and heads out of bounds again. Both sides really just trying to get the ball away from the sideline for now. Again, very gradually easing their way toward the Clinton goal, and this one is fielded by the goalie. Looked like for a second it might hop out the back of the end zone, but Clinton is going to get to send this one away, and they're going to let their goalie do it this time around. Got a little pooch kick to right around midfield, takes a good Clinton bounce. Chapman heads it, and this one is heading out of bounds and over to the Clinton bench. And Clinton, wasting no time into Chapman territory, but Chapman has the ball and trying to turn around. It almost goes out of bounds, and there it goes. That will be Clinton ball, though. And now kind of doing some pushing and pulling here. Good defense there by the Lady Panthers. And Clinton starting to move downfield. We got a whistle. That might have been offsides. Looks like it was. Yeah, the Lady Red Devils might have gotten in a bit too much of a hurry there. And Chapman is going to get a chance to send it away out to midfield, fielded by the Red Devils, and now up for grabs. And now, Chapman looks like they might have a lane. This one, goes right to the Clinton goalie. She gets a pooch kick of her own, heads out of bounds around what would be the 15-yard line or so. It is going to be Chapman ball. Solid field position here. There's the throw in, and just about headed back out of bounds. Good job by the Lady Panthers to keep that in play. And now right into the middle of the field. That is loose, and sneaks into the goal. Chapman's got the first score of the game. 7.5 minutes in, and Chapman has the 1-0 lead. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Everybody got so tangled up right in front of the goal. There were a ton of players there, and I think they were all just kind of kicking at it, trying to either get it away or get it inside, and someone's foot might have slipped, and it just kind of rolled on in. So Chapman takes a 1-0 lead, and Clinton's going to try to get something going here. And got a takeaway here by the Lady Panthers, right into the teeth of that Clinton defense, though. Makes one man miss, and now driving for the goal. Got a shot. Oh, man, what a play. I'll have to get that name. Don't let me forget it. That is number 14 with just a crazy shot. Stole the ball and then beat 4 defenders on the way to the goal. 2-0 Lady Panthers just over 8 minutes into this one. Man, oh, man. And Clinton wisely going to try to get this one further away into Chapman territory, and making its way back to the Red Devils side of the field. Nice kick there by the Lady Panthers. Got one man downfield. How much further can they get? Got a side shot on the goal and kind of accidentally blocked that one. Hit one of the up men in the back and got a trip here. Incidental contact, but it's going to be enough to draw a whistle. And they're going to call this Panther ball. Here comes the long kick from number 18, and the wind might have caught that one a little bit. Kind of shanks off to the left-hand side and is going to hop out of bounds. That will be Clinton ball. And we'll see how far away they're able to send this one. Both sides making a handful of substitutions here. I think Clinton is bringing in 3 new players. Chapman bringing in 2. And now the Red Devils are going to have a chance to send it away from the box. Here's the kick. Low line drive into the center of the field, fielded by the Panthers for a moment, and back in their possession. They'll try and get something going. And nice takeaway there by the Red Devils. And got a missed kick here by Chapman. Ball is loose, and Clinton has a lane. Still going, and got tangled up there. I think it is going to be Clinton ball, but that'll give everybody a chance to kind of get downfield. Yep, and the Red Devils will have a shot on the goal here. Going to be a long kick, but if they can get some hang time on it, maybe a nice bounce. And nope, they go for a line drive. That one is taken away by the Panthers for the moment. Put back into play by the Red Devils and heading for the sideline. And it stayed in bounds for a moment, but then hops out. That'll be Clinton ball. Got to throw in over to the corner here. And Chapman kicks it away. Actually fields it themselves right around midfield, and this one is up for grabs. Ball's loose. It looks like Clinton has the best chance at it. And they're trying to reverse field. They send it out of bounds around the 30. So it's going to be Chapman ball from there, but that gives everyone a chance to make their way back down the field. Looks like everyone's in position now. And that one gets sent out of bounds. And it'll be Chapman ball from deep in Clinton territory. A familiar spot for the Lady Panthers. Already put up 2 goals so far. Looking for a third. Though they'll have to wait for... Got a substitution coming in now. And there's the throw in, trying to get it number 11, and she gets tangled up with one of the Red Devils. Ball is loose, and there's just a herd of bodies around that thing. Everybody wants a piece. And Clinton's trying to kind of get it out of that, the term has left me, but trying to get it out of that just influx of players, and they send it away for the moment. Chapman fields it, and kind of right back to square one. Got some fancy footwork there by the Lady Panthers. Just trying to get it in position here. That Clinton defense has done a good job of putting bodies around the ball, but now, oh, it looked like Chapman might have been making a break for it, but whistles blow. I don't think that was an offside. It looked like 14 was far enough downfield, but she might not have been. Going to be Clinton ball regardless. We'll see how far they can get it. That cheering is for the JV softball game over on the softball field, about maybe 300 yards or so away from us. That one is between the Lady Panthers and the Union Yellow Jackets. Ball's going out of bounds here. I was trying to decide earlier in the week if we were going to cover this one or the softball game. I figured it was best to give the soccer team some love because, again, I think this is the first time this year that we have streamed a girls soccer event for Chapman. Early in the year, I thought we had gotten everybody, and I went back through the list over the weekend, and there were a handful of teams that we had not gotten around to. Chapman softball, or Chapman varsity softball, had actually not gotten a game streamed until last week. And we picked a great one to stream, too. They took Clinton to the woodshed, won that one big. I don't remember what the final score was. I know the JV final was 18-1 in favor of the Lady Panthers, and varsity really poured it on as well. Really good showing for the Lady Panthers. Good way to debut their stream, and this ball is loose. No one in front of the Lady Panthers now, and kind of had to slow up to avoid the offside there. Ball's still loose, but several more players in position now. And, yeah, both sides starting to settle in here. Chapman going for a shot on the goal, and that is brought in by Clinton's goalie. All right, I'm going to do something a little risky here and try and zoom in just a little bit, because I'm not 100% sure with the way I've got it zoomed out that you guys can see the ball. So I'm going to try to zoom in again just a little bit. And we get to a stopping point at least. Halfway through the first, Chapman on top 2-0, scored 2 goals in the first 10 minutes, and since then it has been a tug of war, really on this end of the field in particular. Clinton has not had many concrete possessions, and they might have one here, heads out of bounds. Watch for the Red Devils to try and reel this one in, or nope, that's going to be Panther ball, so they'll more than likely take their time here. And got some more pushing and pulling right around the 40-yard line. I'll try and zoom in some now. And that ball is loose. Not missing anything quite yet, though now got a lot going on right in front of the goal. And Clinton on the verge of sending it out of bounds. Can't quite get it there. And now we're going to try to send it away. Chapman puts it back into play. And the Lady Panthers, oh, nice move there by number 2. Another nice move. Gets free, and now the Lady Panthers have a more firm grasp of things. Got a long shot here, and that one kind of veers off to the right, but cheats up. Got a chance to score. Clinton sends it away, and now the Red Devils send it out of bounds. Interesting turn of events there. It will be Chapman ball, though it looks like... Nope, they were rounding up the ball, so no substitutions quite yet. Did not mean to give Chapman an extra goal. They did not score. It's still 2-0. So hopefully that's a little easier for everyone to see. Got a scramble for the ball right around the 35. And now Chapman, yep, kind of lets it roll. And both sides going to have a chance to get their defenses. Oh, on the other side of the field, they call that Panther ball. Got a long kick down the sideline into Clinton territory for the moment and then hops out of bounds. Chapman gradually pushing their way downfield. And nope, now this one's starting to head the other way. Chapman has possession, and looks like they've got it turned around for the moment. Clinton gets it back, got a long kick into Panther territory. It's a foot race, but it does look like the Panthers are going to win. And yep, they've got it turned around. Chapman still in possession of the ball, sends it out to midfield. Clinton kicks it back. And now Chapman trying to reverse field, sending it to the other side. Gradually making their way down to Clinton's end. And now maybe with the chance here, got a bit of an opening and maybe got a bit tangled up. Tried to go for the shot on the goal, and I think that caught 14's foot in an odd angle and bounces off to the right. So it will be Clinton ball, and they'll have a chance to send it away. Chapman did a really good job of reestablishing possession and getting it on Clinton's end of the field in a hurry. That did not take long. Looked like for a second that Clinton would have a pretty good shot at a scoring opportunity there. And it goes up in smoke. We'll see if they can get their feet back under them here. Ball is out to midfield, still in play, and now heads out right around the 45-yard line of the Panthers. and got a high kick. This one gets some air mileage and hops out of bounds on Clinton's end of the field. Not sure who kicked that one. It looks like it was one of Chapman's players, so it'll be Clinton ball. And trying to go for the throw over to midfield. Chapman kicks it back that way. Hops out of bounds again. All right, that ball takes a nice Chapman bounce. Let's see what they can do. Clinton with a nice defensive play to kind of at least force it backward a little bit. We'll see if they can reestablish possession kind of in that tug-of-war phase right now. Chapman trying to send it downfield, and it goes into the arms of Clinton's goalie. Yet another save by the Red Devils. They have had several over the course of this game. Got a high kick out to, well, around midfield now. Takes a Clinton bounce, and Chapman sends it back the other way. They've got runners in place. Can they catch up to the ball? It's going to be close, and oh, not quite. Could not grab the angle they needed. Goes out of the back of the end zone, and really right back to where we were a few moments ago. And looks like they might have been trying to get something going footwork-wise and couldn't quite pull it off. Clinton able to send it back the other way for a moment. And then Chapman wanting to go right up the middle. So far that defense holding for the Red Devils, though Chapman is pushing in. Ball's still loose, and now is going to head out of bounds. And I think somebody hit a double over on the softball field. Chapman has scored. Not sure what the actual score in that one is, but saw someone head to home plate, so I know Chapman's got at least one in that one. Still 2-0 here as we approach the 8-minute mark in the first half. Chapman on top after 2 early goals, and now getting ready for a major substitution. I think they're bringing in, 6 new players. Oh, in the meantime, I got distracted there. Got a shot on the goal and just goes off to the right. That was awfully close, but Chapman not quite able to reel it in. So keep the score at 2-0. And there come the substitutes. Chapman fields the kick from the Red Devils, and looks like they're heading out of bounds, kind of straddling the sideline right now. Maybe got a lane, and they had to slow up a little bit. Ball is over to the middle of the field now. Chapman in possession, and that one bounces off of Clinton's goalie and then hops out of bounds. Good opportunity there, but nothing quite happens. Chapman's got the ball back, though. And now looking to throw this in. Clinton kind of kicks it backwards there. And Chapman trying to capitalize. That one gets loose, but Clinton's goalie scoops it up. She has had a busy afternoon so far. 6.5 minutes to go in this one. Or in the first half at least. Chapman making a scramble for the ball. Hops out of bounds. It'll still be theirs. Trying to go for the middle of the field here. That kick is headed by the Red Devils and sent to the inside. Ball's loose, and yet another save there. Clinton has been hard-pressed to get the ball on their side of the field, not just on these scrambles, or they've got a good break here, and it is on their side of the field. Got a foot race, and heads out of bounds. But yeah, the kicks back into play, the restarts, not 100% sure what they're called, but that has been a big issue for the Red Devils. Just they haven't been able to get a ton of distance on those. And so Chapman has kind of been able to keep their guys on one end of the field. And when Clinton has gotten a chance to send it away after it goes out the back of the end zone or something like that, they haven't really had enough distance on it to establish possession and get back on their end of the field. So when you come up with the opportunities like this, you got to find a way to make the most of them, and that is not going to help. I think they're going to rule this in favor of the Lady Panthers. So we've seen Clinton in this exact situation a lot. We'll see how far the Panthers can kick it. Clinton's been getting, I don't know, maybe about 30 yards on theirs. We'll see how Chapman fares. And that one has some nice distance on it. Clinton gets it back, though, and got two players getting tangled up there. Number 2 for the Red Devils and 15 for the Panthers. And that's going to bring a stop to things as we close in on the 4-minute mark. And going for the shot here. That one into the middle of the field and brought in by the Panthers. Both teams making a break for the sideline now, and that one hops out of bounds over to the fence. They've got another ball ready to go. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Chapman up 2-0. Clinton in Panther territory here. See what they've got on deck. Chapman sends it back out of bounds. And that ball gets loose. Clinton might have a chance here. Chapman sends it away. And now Chapman has a chance to get this back across the field. That was maybe 5 yards away from the goal. And just like that, Chapman has it on Clinton's end of the football field. Ball gets loose, and I think they called Chapman for offsides there. 18 and I believe that's 16 for the Red Devils got kind of tangled up. Ball got loose, and then I think Chapman might have gotten a little too anxious. Or a little too antsy, I suppose. And now Clinton is indeed going to get a chance to send it away. Looks like everybody's okay. And we are ready to roll. The stadium clock has stopped at 2 minutes, or no, it will stop at 2 minutes. And we'll go into extra time to account for all the little stoppages we've had so far throughout this one. The clock on screen, when we've gotten to this point, though, has usually been pretty accurate. And got a shot on the Clinton goal here, and on the second attempt it goes in. Make it 3-0, Lady Panthers. Did not see who that was. I think it was number 12. We'll grab that name when the rosters come in, but that was an excellent play. Did not give up on it either. I thought it was done, honestly. I thought Clinton had blocked it, and that was that, but I think it bounced off the goalie or something happened. Ball got loose, and Chapman seized the opportunity. So that's 2 kind of impromptu goals for the Lady Panthers here with about 90 seconds to go in the first half. Clinton tries to send it into Chapman territory, and ball's loose. Chapman just about lost it. And now this one's heading down the sideline and out of bounds. It'll be Clinton ball. About a minute to go here. And that one heads back out of bounds. Clinton got to find a way to get something going here with about 50 seconds left before the halftime break. Chapman fields the ball initially, and I don't think they meant to send it out of bounds, but that's what ended up happening. About 30 seconds to go here. Clinton just looking for some momentum to build on. Going into halftime, got a long kick, and this one is closer to the sideline than it looks like it is, and just about hops out of bounds. Chapman looked like for a second they might have been trying to stall for time. Instead, this one is still loose. About 15 seconds to go. Clinton's got it, but kind of going horizontally. Chapman tries to send it away. That is blocked. Time running out. And this one heading out the back of the end zone, and that's going to be Chapman ball, so I think that's going to do it here. Chapman is going to get a chance to send it away, but I think they're going to blow the whistle any second now, really. So probably one of, if not the last kick of the first half. Coming up here in a moment. Everybody getting in position. Looks like Clinton is making some substitutions. That may be what the hold-up's about. And there's the whistle to resume play. Got a kick toward the middle of the field. And, yep, there is the trio of whistles to signal the end of the first half. It has been a productive first half for the Lady Panthers. Up 3-0 over Clinton. As we prepare for half number 2, 10 minutes on the clock. We will see you then. Chapman on top by 3. All right, and we are back, ready for the second half of action between the Lady Panthers and the Lady Red Devils. Chapman up 3-0 after an excellent first half in which they scored two kind of impromptu goals almost. I don't want to say they got lucky because they definitely had players in the right place at the right time, but twice there were just a ton of bodies right in front of that Clinton goal, a bunch of players kicking at the ball at once, and it went Chapman's way a handful of times. Clinton has not had many breaks over the course of this game. They've had a rough go of it so far. The vast majority of action has taken place on Chapman's end of the field. And it looks like the Lady Panthers are headed that way now. Got it into Clinton territory. Ball is loose and now heading down the sideline. And Clinton does a good job to make sure it doesn't go out the back of the end zone. Would have been a corner shot for the Lady Panthers. And now it is going to hop out of bounds, and they're going to rule this in favor of Chapman. It bounced off of the chest of number 12 there for the Red Devils, and then went out of bounds. Or nope, it must have hit one of the Lady Panthers on the way back out. So they are going to rule this Clinton ball, and they're going to have a chance to send it away. They struggled with this in the first half, just could not get a lot of distance on those kicks, and not much distance on this one either. Ball is loose deep in Clinton territory, heading for the goal, and a nice save made there by the Red Devils. Their goalie has had a busy afternoon, and it continues with a diving catch. And got a drop kick, kind of shanked that one. Ball is loose, and Chapman's got a hold of it. Kind of pushing and pulling right now. And now this one takes a nice Chapman bounce, got a shot on the goal, and they made it! Chapman has scored again. 4-0 in favor of the Panthers. Forgot to reset the clock, too. We are just now closing in on the 2-minute mark in the first half. Yep, 28:05 on the clock. Ball's heading back out to midfield here. Chapman on top, 4-0. Clinton looking for some offense. Could not catch the number of that score for the Panthers, but she had an excellent shot on the goal. And Chapman starting to push that way once more. Clinton sends it back in the other direction. Chapman gets it. And now are going to start trying to make their way downfield. Clinton takes it away for a moment. Chapman sends it back again. Clinton sends it back, and now we are really pushing and pulling. Chapman sends it. Ball is loose. Back to Chapman's end. And got a whistle. Not sure what that was for, and I think somebody might have touched it with their hand. So number 6 checks it in right there on the bottom of the screen, or I think she checked it in. Not sure what's happening here. And, okay, looks like Clinton is going to have a very long shot on the goal. I think they're going to send it right into the middle and hope it gets a good bounce. And that does seem to be the plan. Chapman kicks it away for the time being. Ball's up in the air, headed back toward midfield. Chapman sends it the other way. And that one is loose, heading toward the outside. Clinton gets it back for a moment, sends it in the other direction, and now back over midfield, hops out of bounds. It's going to be Chapman ball from around the 45. Chapman starting to inch their way down the field. Clinton gets it back for a moment. Missed a kick there. And now trying to send it downfield. Trying to get it all in one go. Chapman may have a chance here. And a nice save by the Red Devils. Wait. Oh, and that was close. Goes off to the right of the goal again. That would have been the second time that the Panthers scored on kind of a second chance kick like that. Thought the play was dead. And I'm telling you, good job by the Lady Panthers to keep it going, getting in on the second effort. Again, goes off to the right of the goal, so no points given up by the Red Devils, but a good play nonetheless. And now Clinton's going to have a chance to send it away. And that one is taken away by the Lady Panthers for the time being, heading for the sideline now, and it hops out of bounds. That'll be Chapman ball. Doing some more pushing and pulling now. Both teams really with an equal chance at this one. Starting to get a pile forming around that ball. Everybody wants it. Not a lot of progress being made. This one is gradually moving over toward Clinton's side of the field. And looks like the Lady Panthers kind of might have lost their place there for a moment. Clinton's got it, and Chapman takes it back. And they're able to turn it around for a moment. Clinton sends it in the opposite direction. And Chapman takes a nice bounce there, and they get called for going offside. That'll be Clinton ball. There's the kick back into Clinton territory, or into Chapman territory, and now back into Clinton territory. And heads out of bounds around the 25-yard line. About 6 minutes into the second half here. Chapman still on top. Clinton trying to get this back on Chapman's end of the field. They are on Chapman's end. For the moment, ball is loose, and Clinton might have a chance here. Chapman is winning the foot race, and they're going to send it out of bounds. Oh, wait, no. I think they tried to send it back downfield, and that gave Clinton something of an opening, and now got a shot toward the goal. Ball's loose and fielded by Chapman's goalie, and she gets rid of it with haste. Right back to square one. Chapman kind of sends it back. Clinton with a scoring opportunity here, but going back Chapman's way, they're going to need some of those back players to send it in the opposite direction. Got a good move initially. Ball's into the open field now. Chapman has two players around it, and they send it out of bounds. That's going to be Clinton ball. And that one headed in the direction of Chapman's goal. Just trying to keep Clinton from scoring there. They send it out of bounds, and we'll see how exactly they rule this one. It's going to be Chapman ball. Here's the kick. Nice hang time on that one. Kind of settles down, and Chapman gets a good bounce initially out to around midfield, and then Clinton sends it back. Ball's loose once again. Can Clinton get something done? Not quite yet. And now the ball is loose. Got a long shot, and that one is going to roll out of bounds. Just out of the back of the end zone, so Chapman's going to get to send it away. There's the kick. And through the legs of one Chapman attacker, and ball's loose again. Clinton's got it. Clinton has done a much, much better job of keeping things on Chapman's end of the field this time around. It has been Chapman on the defensive for the most part in this half, save for that one scoring opportunity that the Panthers hadn't capitalized on earlier. And got a whistle here. Not sure what that one's about. Clinton is going to bring in a substitute. Chapman ready to send it away. We'll get the ready for play, and there it is. Got a low kick to the middle of the field. Kind of up for grabs, heading toward the sideline. Clinton has it initially. And Chapman sends it back the other way out to midfield. They've still got it. And now back into the arms of the Red Devils. Though Chapman kind of gradually starting to push their way back to the other side. Might have a bit of an opening here. Ball gets loose and Clinton's got it back. We've got a foot race toward midfield. And this one heads out of bounds. It'll be Clinton ball. And here's the throw. Chapman sends it away initially back toward Clinton's end of the field. Sun's starting to come out. It's been behind some clouds for most of the game. No threat of rain, but it has been partly cloudy really all day. And that one gets sent out of bounds. Going to be Chapman ball. And now both sides making a handful of substitutions. Clinton brings in one new player. I think Chapman subbed out 3. And everybody gets a chance to get settled in. And Chapman has it initially, starting to push their way toward Clinton's goal. Ball gets loose for a moment, and now pops out the back of the end zone. And did Chapman kick that one out? Yes, they did. Clinton is going to get a chance to boot it as far as they can. Again, distance on these kicks has been something of a struggle. When Chapman has gotten down here, the Red Devils have had a hard time getting them back out. And got a headed kick right back to the middle of the field. And Chapman starting to move backwards a little bit. And this one, oh, nice save to keep it from going out of bounds. Has a little bit of spin still in play. And now Clinton starting to reestablish possession. Chapman gets it back. Got a nice block there by the Red Devils. Got a missed kick there and a partially missed kick on that one. Has a lot of spin, so Chapman keeps it in play. Now working to the outside, trying to get back in. That kick is blocked. Got a shot on the goal, and that one is saved by the Red Devils. Just about halfway through the second half. Clinton still has yet to score, but they'll have a chance to at least get the ball away here. And it does not go very far. Chapman gets it right back. Got to navigate some defenders. There's an opening. Oh, and I think they got called for offsides. I think that might have cost them. Just a little too antsy on that one. And yep, Clinton is going to send it away. Tough break there for the Lady Panthers. Clinton able to get some more hang time on that one. And now that ball is loose for the time being. Going to hop out of bounds right in front of the Clinton bench. And Chapman will have a chance to send it away. Chapman making a few more substitutions here. Number 6 and number 4 exiting. They're replaced by number 1, and I think that was 11. Nope, check that. It was 13. There's the throw in from the Lady Panthers right around midfield and heading down the sideline. Ball is loose, and we got a foot race. Chapman's winning it. Trying to get it back to the inside of the field. Nice move there. And maybe with a chance to take a shot on the goal. He got it! Number 5 for the Lady Panthers, or goal number 5. That one put in by number 18. 5-0 Chapman. That did not take long. They went a while between scores, but when they got in position, they were down there in a hurry. From midfield all the way to the goal in the span of just a couple of seconds. Closing in on the 15-minute mark of the second half. Clinton needs to get something done fast. Nice move there by number 18 and gets sent out of bounds. I don't think that was intentional. And Clinton knocks that one out of bounds again. They do say it's going to stay with the Red Devils. There's the throw in from 18. And this one is going to hop out of bounds as well. So now both teams kind of struggling to get it away from the sideline. And it looks like Clinton at least getting ready to make some substitutions. And yep, there goes 17. And there's the throw in. Nice curve on that ball. Kind of bent inside, and Clinton was able to get it for a moment. Now Chapman has the ball. Nice kick downfield. Clinton has it for a moment. Chapman gets it back. And just like that, the Panthers are in position to score here. This one heading for the sideline now. And the Panthers save it. Ball is still in play, though not for much longer. Clinton sends it out of bounds. Chapman in a hurry. Looks like everyone's made it back down the field, though. And it's got a loose ball here. Chapman's going to send it away. Kick to the inside of the field, and Clinton sends it away now. Back to where it was a moment ago. Interesting turn of events. A lot of running here, and got loose for a moment, still loose, and Chapman does get it back. And yep, they're going to send it away back across midfield. And just like that, the Lady Panthers are on the offensive once again. Both teams shifting gears quickly. Gone from offense to defense and back again in the blink of an eye several times already. And now they're going to send this back down the field. Chapman's got a player in position. Can they bring that ball back in? Takes a shot with the left foot, and they've got it. 6-0 Panthers. Number 12 that time. Chapman pouring it on. They have done an excellent job on offense so far. 12 and a half minutes to go in this one. Clinton, it is now or never. They've got to find a way to get some goals, to find a way to get back in this one. In the meantime, though, Chapman, sends that one to the outside. One kind of overplayed it a little bit. Got caught looking a little bit too far downfield, and it's going to hop out of bounds. Got a whistle here, and Clinton's bringing in a substitute. Number 5 is coming in for number 6. And there's a throw in from the Red Devils. Hops back out of bounds. I'll call it Chapman ball. This one kind of straddling the sideline right now. Chapman trying to establish possession. Pushing and pulling right now. Clinton sends it back toward midfield. And batting it back and forth. Ball's loose for a moment, and Chapman once again gets it back. And this one gradually pushing into Chapman territory. Clinton doing a good job of at least putting some pressure on him here. Though Clinton is definitely outnumbered, or it looks like they're outnumbered on that end of the field. Seems like every time they've gotten in scoring position, when they've had one player down there, Chapman has had 2 or 3 to answer with. Lady Panthers have just done a really good job of staying in position throughout this game. And that one's going to hop out of bounds with about 10.5 minutes to go in front of the Clinton bench. They rule it Chapman ball. And now waiting on the throw. And kind of a short throw there. Heads in Chapman's direction, and then across the sideline. Clinton's going to get it back. And Chapman sends it out of bounds. Nice defensive play. Recognized that Clinton actually had him outnumbered there for a second, but heads up play by the Lady Panthers to send that out of bounds, and now everybody mostly back in position. We'll see if the Red Devils can get anything going here. Not quite on that possession. Chapman's going to take over. Got a substitute coming in. Can't quite grab the number. Under 10 to play in this one. Chapman airmails it to the center of the field, headed by the Red Devils, and hops back out of bounds. And this ball is loose. Clinton has players in position, though. Now there's a scramble for it. Chapman's got it. How much further can they get? You can hear that Chapman bench starting to make some noise, and that one is saved for the moment yet by the Red Devils, but back into play. Got a long shot on the goal, and it heads off to the left. Still in play, and Chapman gets it back through the legs of one Red Devil, and now into the arms of the goalie. So we got a save there. And it looks like both varsity teams are starting to filter onto the field, or at least Clinton's players are heading around the track now. Been warming up on the practice field throughout this one. Saw him during halftime. And that one hops out of bounds around midfield. And there's the throw from the Lady Panthers. Chapman on top 6-0 with about 7.5 minutes to go in this one. Trying to split some defenders, and instead it goes Clinton's way. Chapman puts it back into position, and now Clinton's starting to push downfield. And now back to the Panthers. So got a bit of tug of war going on here. Chapman trying to find the outside. That ball is loose, but I don't think they've got the angle they need. Sending it into the middle of the field, and oh, it bounces in! What a kick there. That was number 10, I believe. 7-0 Chapman with 7 minutes to go. Excellent play by the Lady Panthers. En route to a well-deserved win here in the first game of the evening. Clinton puts it into play on their side of the field, setting up for a kick, and that one is blocked by the Lady Panthers. There's a scramble for the ball heading toward the sideline. Clinton sends it away for the time being, and now got a long kick downfield. Chapman's going to pick that one up, it looks like, and they send it in the other direction, right on the sideline. Has not gone out of bounds, and now Chapman's starting to push toward Clinton's end. We'll see how far they can get. Under 6 to play. Trying to work the outside here, and they send it back in. So far, so good. Missing a kick there, though, out across midfield, and now Clinton has a chance here. Got to make sure to avoid the offside, and I think that might have been why Chapman was able to catch up. Had to make sure not to draw the penalty on that one. And in turn, they couldn't go quite as fast as they wanted to. And now Chapman maybe with a chance. Again, they've got to watch the offside as well, getting dangerously close. Almost stolen away. And, oh, nice save there by the Red Devils. That was a really good-looking block. And we got a player down. I think she's just tying her shoe. In the meantime, both teams bringing in a handful of substitutions. I think we got actually just one each for both sides. Less than 5 to play now. And got a short kick to the middle of the field. Pushing and pulling through number 18's legs for the Red Devils, but she gets it back, and Chapman sends it away. Chapman going for some style points here, up 7-0, looking to make it 8. And 18 and number 8 get kind of tangled up there. And it'll be Chapman ball. They'll get a chance to send this downfield. And that is a long kick. Got some nice hang time, and that one is loose. Takes a nice Chapman bounce and is heading for the outside, and 12 got a shot in, but it was blocked there by number 18. About 3.5 minutes to go in this one. Again, the stadium clock has stopped, so the timer on screen is not official. The umpire or the referees will probably add a minute or so on to the end of the second to account for all the stoppages like this one right here. Chapman loading up for a corner shot. Only the second one we've seen, or the third one, excuse me, we've seen all game. Chapman has had them all. And there's the kick. Doesn't quite get the curve it needs. And instead there's a battle for it inside the box. Chapman's got it for a moment. There are a lot of bodies around that ball, and they send it out of bounds to the right of the goal. So about 3 minutes to go in this one. Clinton is going to have a chance to send it away. Don't forget, we've got another game coming up after this one, I believe at 7:30. That's going to be the varsity teams facing off. Clinton's varsity team is already down there. I think Chapman's is still warming up. And Chapman misses the kick initially. And that one kind of went a little further up in the air than maybe Chapman thought it would. Got a nice kick back in the other direction. Kind of playing some cat and mouse right now. Chapman sends it out of bounds there. Neither side really able to get a clean possession going there. Let's see if Clinton can get something rolling as we close in on probably the final 2 minutes of this one. Got a nice kick right down the middle, and Chapman maybe has one last chance to score. Ball's loose. There's the shot. They've got it. Number 18 gets her second goal of the afternoon. Make it 8-0 Chapman. And that is likely where this one will stand. About 90 seconds to go. Again, not sure just how much time the referees are going to add to the end of this one. I don't think it'll be too terribly long, because we have not had a ton of stoppages so far. All right, and the ball is loose, heading for the sideline and into the Chapman bench. And that one is loose, deep in Chapman territory. And the Lady Panthers send it away. I think it settles down in front of that Clinton bench, and yep, now they're going to have a chance to throw it in. And yep, I think they're going to call this one in a couple of moments. Again, that counter on the screen is not official. And Clinton maybe with one last chance to get something going before the game ends. This one about to head out the back of the end zone. Instead, Chapman sends it back into play and now sending it away. And yep, that's going to do it. So Chapman with a big win over the Red Devils. 8-0 the final score here in the JV game. We will be back in about, I think, around 45 minutes. Again, not 100% sure of when the varsity game is going to start up, but it will be pretty soon. I would think 7:30, but they might start a bit earlier. So keep an eye on things, and we will be back for the start of game number 2 between the varsity teams. We'll see if Chapman can have as good a showing against the varsity team as they did here, or if Clinton's defense Oh, and just a heads up, they've got the count at 24 minutes, so I think they're going to start this up around 7:10-ish. Around 7:10 will be game number 2.
guys are McCauley, Frank King, and D.B. Perez. Coaches for tonight, Joe Vincent and Adam Huck. That's the big for the visitors up front, the Lady Red Devils. And now for the home team, the Chapman Panthers, coached by August Stewart, assisted by Hannah Hearn and Lauren Holton. A junior, number 1, Reagan Collison. A freshman, number 2, Karen Rogers. A senior, number 3, Graham Driggers. A senior, number 4, Elizabeth Simmons. A junior, number 5, Anna Madrigal. A freshman, number 6, Chloe Bishop. A junior, number 7, Ashton Holden. A senior, number 8, Caroline Grigg. A junior, number 9, Hannah Abbott. A sophomore, number 10, Clara Bradley. A junior, number 11, Oksana Undershogo. A junior, number 12, Troy Rogers. A sophomore, number 13, Karen Carino. A number 14, Elizabeth Franklin. A junior, number 15, Amara Holt. A sophomore, number 16, Emma Zimmerman. A senior, number 17, Morgan West. A senior, number 21, Madison McCall. A freshman, number 22, Adeline West. And a junior, number 24, Aria Fedor. We have the most high school girls great sportsmanship. We encourage you to cheer on your team tonight with pride and enthusiasm. Please don't send any negative, derogatory, or intimidating comments directed towards players, coaches, officials, or other fans are grounds for removal from our athletic events. We want tonight's contest to be a positive, educational experience for athletes all who love both teams. Let's have a great match.
All right, and we are just about ready to roll here in the varsity game between the Red Devils and the Panthers. Chapman won the JV matchup 8-0 about 25 minutes ago. It's a really, really good offensive showing for the Lady Panthers. We'll see if they can match that performance here in the varsity game. Set to start up in just a moment. Waiting on the whistle to get started. Looks like everybody's in place. And we will start the opening tug-of-war effectively. Chapman trying to ease it into Clinton territory, and they might have a bit of an opening here. And the Red Devils get it back in short order. Chapman kind of gradually getting this on their end of the field, on Clinton's end of the field, excuse me. And now maybe with an opening here. Got a long shot on the goal and didn't hook that one inside far enough. Tried to kick it with the left foot. It was going to be a long shot for sure. It goes out the back of the end zone, and Clinton is going to have a chance to send it away. They struggled with this in that JV game. We'll see if their kicking game is a little bit better here. Just could not get much distance on kicks like this. And this one already looking a lot better. Chapman gets it back for a moment, and now it heads out of bounds. Not a ton of progress being made by either side so far. Just, again, a lot of pushing and pulling. Hasn't been a ton going on. Clinton starting to get it on Chapman's end of the field for the first time in this game. I'll start the clock up here in a bit. I forgot to start it when they began the game. And the stadium clock is at 38:10. There we go. Got a long kick deep into Chapman territory now, and there's a foot race. Chapman sends it across midfield for the time being. Now it's airborne and kind of in no man's land. Still kind of stuck. Both teams moving it horizontally for now. And now got a long kick back down the field. This one heading for the sideline. And can Clinton keep it in play? No. And Chapman makes quick work of getting that one in. Nope, it stays in bounds. And got a long kick down the field now. And now Chapman with an opening down the sideline. Hopefully the camera can catch up. This is a good opportunity. And too much heat on that shot. Again, tried to get it in with the left foot. Good defense there by the Red Devils to kind of force an awkward shot. Too much lift goes over the goal, and Clinton is going to get another chance to send it away. There's the kick. This one heading to the other side of the field. First one went to the left. That one goes to the right, and Chapman trying to take yet another left-footed shot, and that one was a bit too far off in the other direction. And this one has some hang time as well out to midfield. And now Chapman getting ready to check this one in. Fielded by the Red Devils and then knocked back out of bounds. It'll be Chapman ball. There's a throw out to number 22. This is Adeline West, and that one gets taken away by the Red Devils initially, brought in by Ashton Holden, and now there's a foot race. Chapman easing towards Clinton's goal, trying to get a shot in, and this one has too much lift. Still in play, and there's a foot race for it. That one is one. Tori Rogers, who had that shot on the goal earlier, turns on the Jets and makes it back down the field. Chapman trying to reestablish possession here, and it goes out of bounds. West going to check this one in. Long throw to the middle of the field. West gets it back, and then it's knocked out of bounds once more, so back to square one. West tries to go to the middle of the field this time. That is Andrew Shuko, I believe. Nope, that's number 14, Elizabeth Franklin, getting it over to, can't quite tell if that was an 8 or a 9. And now on the outside, Rogers trying to make something happen, takes a long shot, and it goes into the arms of the goalie. And now back out to midfield. Chapman going to try to get back in scoring position. Clinton did a really good job of getting the ball away from their goal, but man, look at this. Chapman is already right back there. Nice reversal. And now setting up for a shot from number 7. That's Holden again. And now West tries to send it in. That one is loose. Rogers at least corrals it, and I think she might have gotten a little flustered. Tried to take a shot, and it hops out of bounds. That will be Clinton ball. And there's the kick back out to the middle of the field. Up for grabs and headed back into Clinton territory, excuse me. And they'll get to send it away once more. Going to try the little pooch kick, and it rolls across midfield. And then is taken away by Holden. Gets it over to Rogers, and now Rogers looking for it again and has that taken away. Adeline West has it, but it kind of takes a Clinton bounce there. And now into the open field. Chapman uses their goalie to send it away. Back in the no man's land now. Oof, and we've got a player down. We'll take a break. And that is number 7 for the Red Devils, Anna Kiley, getting some assistance off the field, though putting weight on both feet now, so hopefully she'll be okay. Didn't catch the number who they subbed in for her. Now, they did not stop the stadium clock. I stopped mine, and I think they'll add about an extra minute onto the end of the half here because of that injury timeout. We'll see. About right around 30 minutes or so to go in this first half. And Chapman trying to make yet another break for the goal, and Clinton has firm possession of this one for a moment. Chapman trying to take it back in, and they've got the ball. Adeline West, note check that. That is, can't quite get a number, just a little too far away. Though it does hop out of bounds there. And Clinton will get to send it away once more. There's the kick. This one heads to the right. And up for grabs. Adeline West, nice move. And, goes out of bounds. Sent that one a little too far to the left. Clinton gets it back, makes short order of getting it back in. And got a nice kick. Back to the middle of the field. Chapman trying to reestablish possession. Got a high kick. Up for grabs now. And Clinton's got it back. Across midfield and trying to keep it in play. And, they are checking this in a hurry, but it's going to be Chapman ball. There's the throw in. And Chapman starting to work their way back down the field. West with an open lane. And they're going to get this one over to Rogers. Can Rogers bring it back in? Got a foot race heading for the line. Got a long shot, and that is still in play. And there it is. Chapman scores. Let me grab my binoculars and see who that was. I think that's number 2. Yes, number 2. That's Karen Rogers, I believe, with the shot there. Chapman goes up 1-0. Lady Panthers on top, 1-0 here. Clinton ready to send it away. And we'll see what kind of offense they can get going here. Chapman takes it away for a moment. And the Red Devils just need to try to find a way to get this across midfield. And they've got it there for a moment. Ball gets loose. And Clinton kind of taking a step back, maybe with a scoring opportunity of their own here. Ball heading for the sideline. Chapman's got it. And now going all the way back across midfield. Great job by the Lady Panthers to flip the field there. West going to try to send this a bit further down. Nice takeaway there by Tori Rogers. Back to Rogers. Lost it for a moment, gets it back. Heading down the outside of the field. Kicks it over to the middle, and Then Clinton kicks it back and out of bounds. It's going to be Chapman ball. Rogers will check it in. Clinton gets it back initially. There's a foot race down the sideline. That Chapman defense starting to back up. And it pays off. That ball is surrounded by blue jerseys, and now Chapman is going to try to start making their way downfield. But Clinton has more jerseys on that end. They find Rogers on the outside, and Rogers, almost tight-roped it, but it hops out of bounds. Not quite sure what that move was, but neither Panther able to secure it there. Clinton will get a chance to check it in as soon as they find the ball. And there comes one now. About 12 minutes into the first half here. Chapman on top 1-0. We've spent a lot of time on Clinton's end of the field so far. The Red Devils have not really been on the offensive much in this one. And West maybe puts a little too much heat on that one, gets loose, and Chapman gets it back. We'll see what they can get going here. Nice steal there by the Lady Panthers, and now making a break for it. Number 7, that's Ashton Holden all the way to the sideline. Keeps it in, gets it over to Rogers. Rogers sends it to the middle of the field where it is taken away by the Red Devils. And we'll see how far they can get. Rogers is going to take another chance. And Clinton secures it once more. Got a lot going on here. Starting to make its way over to Chapman's end of the field now. Clinton trying to turn on the Jets. Ball is loose. And it's going to be a long shot, and Chapman takes it away with a little bump and run. Whoa, and now Clinton's got it back. Nice move there by number 10 of the Red Devils. That is Lauren Wargo, and gets sent out of the back of the end zone. Got a Panther down, and she's making her way back up. That's number 17, Morgan West. And there's the kick right back to the Red Devils. Up for grabs right around the bottom of the screen. Torrey Rogers has it and got a whistle. Not sure what that was about, but it's going to be Clinton ball. There's the kick. This one going all the way to the inside and brought in by Chapman's goalie. Nice play there. And the Lady Panthers are going to send it away. Oh, and set that one up in the air. Did not get a lot of distance. And trying to get a kick backward, but instead just sends it further out of bounds. Clinton will take over really right back where they were a moment ago. We'll see if they can get going this time around. Chapman has it for now. And they've got it across midfield. How long will it stay there? Not very long. Back out in front of the Clinton bench. This is going to be Chapman ball. Got a long throw into the open field. Chapman maybe with a chance here. Going to have to take an awkward angle with this kick. They send it, too far to the right-hand side and cannot score. Let me grab the number here. That was number 6 there for the Panthers, Chloe Bishop with the shot. And now Bishop making another break on it. Misses one kick, doesn't miss the second one, but it sends the ball out of bounds. That one will go to Clinton. Now ready to throw it in. There's the pass. Hops back out of bounds. And now Clinton kind of taking their time here. There's the throw in. Chapman gets it back around midfield and then sends it out of bounds. So neither side really able to get the ball away from the sideline over the past minute or so. Send this a little further inside. And West sends it back out over to the Clinton bench. We are very, very gradually making our way down to Chapman's end of the field. And that one gets put out of bounds, so Clinton really in scoring position if they can get the ball back. Chapman going to try to get this as far away as they can, I imagine. Got a long throw to start things out. Clinton gets a piece of it, sends it back the other way. And that one is still inbounds, actually. I think Clinton might have thought it was out. Everybody kind of froze up there. And now they've got it back. There's a shot on the goal and brought in by the Lady Panthers. So keep it at 1-0. Chapman's going to send it away here. There's the kick. Over to Tori Rogers and goes overhead. Clinton's going to get it back. West tried to take that one away, missed, and then brought back in for a moment. Elizabeth Simmons put it in play, and then it gets knocked out of bounds. West going to check this one in. Trying to get it over the head of the defender and over to Tori Rogers. Trying to tightrope it, keeps it in play, and sends it to the middle of the field where it is blocked by a Red Devil defender. West tries to stop it and can't, and Clinton keeps it in play, and this one is going out of bounds. Not missing anything there. It's going to be Chapman ball from right around midfield. Sounds like we've got some action in the softball game over there. And that one is partially blocked by the Red Devils. Ball is still loose, and the kick over to number 8. Caroline Grigg, but she fell over, so nobody home. So for the first 10 minutes or so, we saw Chapman mostly on Clinton's end of the field, and since then the script has been flipped, and Clinton has been on Chapman's end. So that one gets sent out of the back of the end zone, so Chapman will have a chance to boot it away. Graham Driggers gets to do the honors. There's the kick, has some hang time, and Clinton brings it in for a moment, and then sends it out of bounds. That'll be Chapman ball. Driggers will get another chance to put this one in as we close in on the halfway point of the first half. Chapman on top by 1. Both teams looking to find some traction so far. Been a lot of pushing and pulling, but save for that one really good shot by the Lady Panthers, haven't seen a lot of action. Ball is loose, and Tori Rogers is into the open field, tries to take a shot with that left foot. Oh, what a play! Passes it to one of her teammates. I'll try and grab a number. That is... I can't quite tell. That was either 6 or 2. I think that was Chloe Bishop. Might have been Taryn Rogers. Not 100% sure, but it goes down as the second goal of the game for the Lady Panthers. So, man, after about 5 or so minutes of action on Chapman's end of the field, they get it right down and score in a hurry. 2-0 in favor of the Panthers here as Clinton gets set to kick it away. Halfway through the first. And got a blocked kick there by the Red Devils. That one hops out of bounds. It's going to be Clinton ball. And they're starting to hurry everybody down there. Both teams in position. There's the throw. Goes right by number 10. Chapman kicks it for a moment, but now Clinton has a chance to take a shot on the goal. Can Chapman bring it back in? Not quite. That one gets kicked and then hops out of bounds. Did not go over the back line of the end zone. So Chapman just going to throw it in normally. And now West starts the effort to get this ball on the other side of the field for the Lady Panthers. Clinton making their way back to where they were. Got a loose ball here. Now heading all the way down the field. Got a long kick. Hops out the sideline, but Chapman able to push it about 70 yards downfield in just a couple of seconds. Good job of switching up field position there. Clinton will get to throw it back in, though. And the Lady Panthers miss a kick on that one. Clinton does a good job of getting the ball back there, working to the inside now. Tori Rogers trying to set up for the steal and kind of got it. Hits her foot and it hops out of bounds. Going to be Clinton ball. Got a long kick from Rogers here over the head of one of those Clinton defenders. And they do a good job of getting it back in position, though. Maybe not for long. Ball's loose, heading to the sideline. Rogers has it. And still has it. Got a kick to the inside. There's a shot on the goal. What a save. A diving grab made there by the Red Devils. And they'll have a chance to send it away and put this back into Chapman territory. There's the kick. Gets some nice hang time all the way out to midfield. And is brought back in by the Lady Panthers. Chapman's going to work back to the inside, though there's some traffic there. Still trying to find something in the middle of the field. Got a long kick right to the goalie. And yet another save by the Red Devils. And this one gets even further. Chapman fields it again. Right out around the 35 or so. Down the sideline, blocked by one of the Clinton defenders. Adeline West can't make the grab there. Over to midfield, Chapman puts it back in play, and Rogers cannot save it from going out of bounds. That's going to be Clinton ball. West trying to go for the steal. Came in a little too fast. Clinton now making their way downfield. Maybe got a chance here. Nice block there by the Panthers initially. And they send it out of bounds. That'll give everyone a chance to get back in position. About 15 minutes to go here in the first half. And Clara Gramling cannot keep that one from going out of bounds. West is going to check it in. Deciding where to go. Wants to get it to Gramling. Throws it into a lot of traffic and it gets sent out of bounds. West is going to get to do it again. And, Austin Holden was not quite ready for it. Bounces off of her leg and hops out of bounds. It's going to be Clinton ball, and then Gramling almost takes it right back. Holden has it, and then starting up a tug of war are the Red Devils now into Chapman territory. And looking to send it away here. Pushing and pulling now. Chapman starting to make a break downfield. Clara Gramling has it. Gonna have to take a shot with that left foot, and a nice save. Clinton has had no shortage of those so far. That goalie has made some really good looking plays. And the Red Devils send it away. Bounces across midfield. Oh, and that one is loose. Chapman has several players in the vicinity, though. And Clinton almost won the foot race over there. And there's still a scramble for the ball. It never actually went out of bounds. Chapman trying to make sure it doesn't go over the back line of the end zone here. And now they send it out of bounds. So Clinton will check it in. No corner shot coming up, though. And now got a substitution. Elizabeth Franklin is going to exit the game. She's replaced by number 1. This is Reagan Tollison. And we are set to resume action. Clinton throws it over to the middle of the field, bounces back to the outside, and then Chapman sends it away. Going to be Clinton ball again. So here's their second crack at it. This pass gets a bit more hang time, a bit further to the middle, and now heads back out once more and stays in bounds for a moment, still in play, and then hops out. Rogers almost with an awesome balancing act there, but could not quite keep it on the right side. And over to the corner now. Chapman's got it, trying to send it away into the open field. Expect a long kick from the Red Devils here. And there it is. Chapman turning on the Jets, though. Starting to put some players downfield, maybe with a chance to get something done. That one's going to hop out of bounds across the midfield stripe. And it'll be Clinton ball. And that one goes horizontally across. Chapman tries to send it away, and it gets blocked. And it goes out of bounds. That'll be Chapman ball. There's the throw back across midfield. I think that was intended for Tollison, but it never made its way to her. Tollison trying to make a break on it now. Got a missed kick there, and now Chapman, trying to establish possession, but could not quite hang on to it there for a moment. Backtracking a bit and sending it out of bounds. Haley Gravitt trying to bring that one in. Could not pull it off, but it looks like she'll get a second chance here with the check-in looming. Got a long throw deep into Chapman, deep into Clinton territory, and that one's going to go over the back line. Didn't see who sent it away, though. I think we've got a corner shot coming up here for the Panthers. First one we've seen in this game. About 3/4 of the way through the first half. Chapman on top, 2-0, maybe with a chance to get goal number 3 here if everything goes according to plan. Here's the kick. And they sent that one too far to the left-hand side. Goes into the side of the net, and Clinton will get to send it away. Chapman starting to make their way back downfield. Nice cut to the inside, taken away by the Red Devils for a moment. Can the Panthers get it back? Maybe. They've got a chance, though. A big kick to the center of the field, fielded by Reagan Tollison. And then Clara Gramling tries to get it over to West, but West kind of out of position, and it hops out of bounds. That'll be Clinton ball. And they are in a hurry now. And that one bounces over the head of Clinton's player, or at least the player it was intended for. Chapman sends it back across midfield, and Tollison almost able to steal it. Chapman once again has a player streaking down the sideline. Can they get further than they did last time around? Got a kick to the inside, and it was taken away by Clinton's defense. There's the kick. Airborne. West grabs it. Gets it over to Rogers, and that one is getting close to the sideline over in the corner now, and Rogers has it taken away. West gets it back and then accidentally sends it out of bounds. And that ball goes by everybody. Got some more tug of war here. That's going to be Clinton ball. And that one goes out of bounds as well. Still Clinton ball. As soon as they grabbed the ball, went onto the track and out of frame. And there we are. Clinton down 2-0, still looking for their first score of the game. Grambling trying to notch the takeaway there, can't bring it in. And now that one gets sent right to the middle of the field. Chapman sends it back the other way. Grambling has it. We'll see how far she can get. Puts it into the middle of the field, or into the open field, I should say. A lot of Clinton defenders around it initially, but now Chapman maybe has an opening here with Rogers. She sends it back to the inside into no man's land, and the goalie takes it away. So add yet another save onto Clinton's resume as this kick bounces across the midfield stripe and all the way out to the Chapman 40. Impressive kick there. So it will be Chapman ball. So they'll get a chance to send it back. Graham Drigger is going to send this one in. There's the throw. And this one gets knocked out of bounds by the Red Devils. Got a long throw inside now. Ball is loose for a moment. Chapman gets it back. And now maybe with a chance, but looked like some of their players weren't quite turned around. And Rogers, tried to keep it in play. Instead kicked it out. Clinton will take over. There's the throw in. That kick goes airborne for a moment. Chapman tries to take it away, can't quite get it going. It's going to be Clinton ball, and we're going to check it in from really the other side of the field. There's the throw into the open space, and Clinton maybe with a chance here. Got some grass around him. There's the kick downfield, and cannot get it to the attacker. Chapman takes it away for the moment. About 7 minutes to go here in the first half. Chapman gets a nice kick down the field. Tollison, the closest man to it, and breaks free. Got a shot on the goal and has too much heat on it. Kind of fell over at the end of that one. Actually hits the crossbar of the field goal post. So keep it at 2-0. Clinton sends it away. And Adeline West notches a takeaway there, but they call her for it. Kind of ran right into one of the Red Devils on that one. Now both sides kind of trying to get this sorted out. They're going to let, this is number 16 for Clinton. Ella Cooper sending it down the field. And then Chapman puts it right back into play. Tollison and Grambling both went for it. Grambling gets a piece of that one, sends it to Rogers, and now Rogers is going to take off. Sends it back to the inside. And nobody home for the Panthers. Tollison was making a break for the goal. And now a long kick down the field by Adeline West. And then Chapman sends it up over to Clara Grambling, now to Rogers. And Rogers sends it right to one of those Clinton defenders. And then Clara Grambling gets by. It's still going. And Clinton gets it away for a moment. Chapman gets it right back, though. Holden to Rogers. And inside. And Tollison might have had a shot at it. Playing a bit too far to the middle of the field. It goes out the back of the end zone. And Clinton will get to send it away with about 5 minutes to go in the first half. There's the kick, got a line drive to the middle of the field, brought in by Ashton Holden. And now Grambling going to make a break for it, tries to find Rogers on the outside. She brings it in, makes a man miss. Driving inside and tries to get it to Tollison with that left foot and sends it a little too far. Chapman does still have the ball, though, and working. Well, that one actually stopped cold, and I think they're going to call this Clinton ball. Chapman might have pushed it out there. There's the kick. That one goes airborne. Tollison tries to get it to Gramling, has it taken away. Really just pushing and pulling now. Not a ton of progress. Oh, and it goes right by everybody. Clara Gramling gets to it first. Oh, and could not hook that shot inside far enough. That was a really awkward angle. Almost had it though. Not a bad shot in the slightest. Could not bank it in though. And Clinton is going to get a chance to send it away. Again, about 3 minutes to go. They have stopped the in-stadium clock, so what you're seeing on the screen is just kind of an estimate now. This one gets loose. And then, oh, misses the intended target and heads out of bounds. It's going to be Clinton ball, though. Everybody getting a chance to get back in position. And now close to the inside and saved by the Chapman goalie. So the Lady Panthers are going to get a chance to send it away here with around 2 minutes to go in the first half. Up 2-0 and looking for goal number 3. Got a short kick, kind of ducks down as it reaches its peak. It does bounce across midfield. And up for grabs. West can't hang on to it. Sent back down the field, and now Chapman returns the favor. Got a kick here by Rogers, heading down the sideline at the top of the screen. Working back to the inside now. Taken away by the Red Devils for a moment. Now Tollison working toward the goal. Nice save. That ball is not dead. Chapman still trying to get it going. And still live, but Clinton has it. There's a partial takeaway. Clara Gramling gets it to Tollison, and Tollison cannot bring it in. Foot race to the line, and that one's going to go out of bounds. That will be Clinton ball. So maybe the Red Devils now have a chance to get something going here on offense, though the Panthers have the ball for the time being. Got a long shot on the goal, and it goes off to the left, saved by the goalie. And Clinton's going to get a chance to send it away with about a minute to go. Oh, and my counter was wrong. That is the first half. So I guess, yeah, I stopped my clock during that injury timeout, and I guess they run it during those and don't put that time back on. So, at the end of the first 40 minutes, Chapman on top 2-0, though I think I accidentally reset the score. Yep, there we go. So, put 10 minutes on the clock. We will be back in a moment for the start of the second half. Chapman on top. All right, and we are ready to roll here for the second half. Chapman up 2-0 over the Red Devils after a pretty productive first half that saw a lot of pushing and pulling, not a ton of progress. But Chapman really made the most of the breakaway opportunities that they had when they got them. And Clinton just about ready to send this one off. Waiting on the kick. There's the whistle. And we are underway. Looks like they had a little bit of trouble to ring that one in initially. Got a block here by Adeline West, and that one is going to head out of bounds. Clinton wasting no time in getting it back in, though. And got a kick all the way down the other side now. Chapman trying to get something going here. Got another long kick into no man's land and brought in by the Clinton goalie. And we got a pooch kick out to midfield, or around there at least, brought in by the Lady Panthers for a moment and then taken back by the Red Devils. And here we go. This one loose and goes out of bounds. Clinton gets it back, throwing to the middle of the field. That one goes over the head of number 13 and still loose. Both sides trying to establish possession here. Heading toward the top of the screen. West gets tripped up, no whistle. And that's going to be Chapman ball. West will throw it in. This one headed back toward midfield. Chapman, I think they were trying to set up a long kick and instead went off the foot there of the Chapman player. Couldn't quite catch a number. And now making a break for the goal. Oh, that shot goes just off to the left. It was coming in a bit slow, so I think Clinton would have been able to save it anyway. That is save number 2 in this half for the Red Devils. And that kick goes all the way out across midfield now. Clinton maybe with a chance to get something going. That ball does get behind the defense for a moment, and Chapman going to take a moment to establish possession again. All the way out to the corner, trying to make sure they don't kick it out of the back. And now Adeline West airmails that one and does not go out of bounds. Still in play. And now Chapman starting to make a break for it. And this one goes all the way down the field and into the arms of the goalie. There's the kick. And that one gets back across midfield. So right back to square one for the Lady Panthers. Got a high kick that goes in front of the Chapman bench. That is Clinton ball. And now they are in plus territory. Oh, they've got a chance here. There's a shot on the goal. Nice block by the Lady Panthers. And that one is saved. Keep the score at 2-0. And that kick gets out to midfield. This is Ashton Holden trying to get it over to Tori Rogers, but Rogers not in the right position. Clinton takes it away and now heading down the sideline, only for it to be taken back in by the Panthers for a moment. And then they say it hopped out of bounds. I believe that's number 3. Graham Drigger's about to throw it in for the Lady Panthers. Kind of a short throw intended for Rogers. Clinton brings it in. And, kind of caught an odd angle on that kick. Has a little backspin toward Clinton's end of the field, but they do reel it back in. And now yet another potential opportunity here for the Red Devils. Though this one is going to head out of bounds. Both teams will have a chance to get their players in position. There's the throw. Chapman sends it away. And whistles sound. Clinton's going to get a chance to send this one away. Not sure what the infraction was. But here's the kick. Got some nice hang time and goes all the way to the goalie. It is stopped. So keep it at 2-0 Chapman. And now there it goes. We'll see how far they can get it. All the way out to around the Clinton 40-yard line. And now they're making a break up, back up the sideline. Adeline West takes it away. And Clinton is able to get it back. Then Ashton Holden notches a steal, and Rogers gets tangled up with one of the Red Devils. And now Rogers, maybe with a chance here, it's going to be a right-footed shot. Instead, she goes inside, tries to find, that is number 5. I'll grab that name in a moment. Rogers tries to take a shot on the goal that gets blocked, and now, gets a shot in, and it is saved by the Red Devils. So a long drive there, but not a lot of production. That kick is headed up by Graham Driggers and now headed to the center of the field. Now Chapman starting to push back to where they were a moment ago. Got a nice reversal there. She gets tripped up a little bit, but maybe with some room to make something happen. Not quite. That one is taken away by the Red Devils, or at least kicked out of bounds. Bishop there with the initial kick, and now West will check it in. And they're going to let Graham Driggers check this one in instead. Driggers, that one actually goes right along the sideline and then out of the back of the end zone. And they're going to rule it in favor of Clinton, so they'll get a chance to boot this one away. And this one heading right back to the goalie. Yet another save by the Red Devils. There's the kick. Got some nice hang time on that one, but partially blocked by West, so it can't bounce any further. Chapman out to around the 25, and now sending it backward. Clinton, maybe with a chance. No, hops out of bounds, and that'll be Chapman ball. And this one gets loose. Throw came in a little wide and now hops out of bounds again. And now trying to figure out where she wants to go with it. There's the throw in and gets knocked right back out of bounds. And there's the whistle. West going to throw this in once more. Finds Rogers across the middle, now going inside. This one is still loose. Tori Rogers has it. Now tries to split some defenders and instead gets that kick blocked. All the way outside of frame, and now Clinton making a break for it. Got some attackers in place. And that one eventually makes its way out of bounds, though now on Chapman's end of the field. Clinton going on the offensive for the first time in a while. This one heading down the sideline and goes out of the back of the end zone. And they're going to rule this in favor of Clinton, so we've got a corner shot coming up. Here's the kick. This one up for grabs and caught by the goalie. In the middle of everything. Chapman able Chapman's goalie able to make a good catch there. And got kind of a low kick, but it does bounce over one of the Clinton defenders and is loose right around the midfield marker now. Heads out of bounds at the Clinton 40. And that one got a long throw to the inside and gets knocked right back out. And nobody really seems to want to check this one in. Wes is going to come over to do it. Chapman starting to send some bodies in toward that goal. Setting up for something here, but this Clinton defense, again, holding strong, or at least doing a lot to make sure Chapman can't quite get into position. There's the throw into Rogers, and it goes right to one of the Red Devils, and they send it way off back toward midfield. Chapman puts it back into play, and it's going to hop out of bounds. That is Clinton ball. Got another long kick again to midfield, and sent to the inside. West has it now and sends it over to, I think that's Holden again. Yep, Holden, and going for the long shot. No. Out of the back of the end zone. And Clinton is going to get to send it away. And whistles sound before that kick. And I guess that was just the ready for play. Chapman, or Clinton, excuse me, starting to make their way downfield. Maybe with a good chance here. Only got one defender to beat. Graham Driggers brings it back in for the Lady Panthers and does a nice job of hanging on to it. Now kind of in no man's land. Rogers trying to make a break downfield. Sends it right past one of the Clinton defenders. And now Chapman all the way back on Clinton's end. Rogers back on the offensive. Sends it to the inside, and it is blocked by the Red Devils. We'll see how far they can get. West tries to go for the takeaway there, and I guess gets it in some capacity. They are going to rule that Chapman ball. And, oh, Rogers has that shot blocked. Nice play there by the Red Devils, though that one sounded like it hurt. You could hear it from up here. Trigger's going to check this one in now for the Lady Panthers. First contact made by the Red Devils, and Ashton Holden tries to take that one away. Instead, it goes all the way back to midfield after Clinton sends it out. And now back over to Rogers, takes I think that was a long shot, and might have been trying to get it over 16 there, not sure. And now got another shot, but that one goes high and to the left, out of the back of the end zone, and Clinton is going to boot it away. Got a low kick, almost taken away there by Rogers. Instead, Clinton brings it in, and there's another attempt at a takeaway. And once again, Rogers comes up empty-handed, though, not for lack of trying. And this one gets loose. Clinton with a chance here. And Drigger saves it for the time being. See how much further they can get. There's an outright brawl for it over near the corner. Now sent back inside. Adeline West sends this one away. And now over to Ashton Holden. Holden making defenders miss. Sends it to the inside of the field. And just like that, a scoring opportunity for the Red Devils comes to an abrupt end. All the way back on Clinton's side of the field. And that kick goes a little wide, intended for West. Oh, forgot to move the camera. Didn't miss too much. That one gets sent out of bounds. It's going to be Chapman ball. Here's the throw from West. Still waiting. There we go. And sent right back out of bounds by Clinton. Hit one of their defenders in the chest. So here's attempt number 2 for Adeline West. And Clinton takes this one away as well. Headed out toward midfield and then knocked out of bounds. This one is going to be Clinton ball. Nice move there by Rogers to bring the ball back in, and a good pass to, that is the other Rogers. There are 2 Rogers on this roster. And ball is loose, pretty close to the Clinton goal, and heads out of bounds at the sideline. Going to be Clinton ball. And, yep, the Red Devils making a few substitutions. I think Chapman is moving some players around as well. And there's the throw right along the sideline. And Ashton Holden sends that one way up in the air. Now kind of up for grabs on the other end of the field. Bishop had a foot on it for a moment. And now right in the middle of no man's land. Chapman going to send it back. And they'll send it back once again. Scoreless so far in the second half as we close in on the halfway point. And now ball is loose. Going to be a tough angle, though, and saved by the Clinton goalie. So the Red Devils are finally going to have a chance to get this out of their own backyard. Got a kick all the way over to midfield, and it goes out of bounds. Some serious distance on that one. Got about 50 yards, including the bounce on that one. And now they rule this Chapman ball, so Graham Driggers will have a chance to throw this back in. But Chapman making, looks like, several substitutions. They're switching goalies, and 2 players exiting. Can't quite get the numbers, but I see that number 14 for sure is entering the game. And we got a long kick by West to the middle of the field. This one up for grabs. And still loose. Anyone's game right now. And Holden tries to send that one to the inside. And a couple of players get tangled up, and they rule this in favor of Clinton. And now the Red Devils trying to sort out who's going to boot this one away. And they're going to leave it up to the goalie. She's had a good day kicking so far. And this one goes out to midfield. It might have been partially blocked by the Panthers. Didn't really roll anywhere afterward. And Chapman is able to bring it in. And now there's a foot race for the ball into the open field. brought in by Bishop. Makes one defender miss and is trying to break to the inside and gets tripped up. Incidental contact there. Both of them were going for the ball. They will rule this in favor of Chapman. West is going to check it in this time. And it is almost immediately taken away by the Red Devils and goes deep into Chapman territory. And trying to make sure it doesn't go out of bounds. And, oh, just over the line. And that's going to be Clinton ball in Chapman territory. They have flipped the field, and now the Red Devils making a few substitutions as well. And nice move by Bishop there, just keeps it in bounds. And Clinton kicks it, goes right back to the Panthers. We'll see what they can get going here. And that one hits number 13 in the torso and hops back out of bounds. It'll be Chapman ball. Clinton misses on the block there. Holden trying to bring it in and sends it out of bounds by mistake. Got to throw to the middle of the field here, and West gets the first piece of that one, but now it's heading back in Clinton's direction, and Holden sends it way downfield and out of bounds. That had some serious distance on it. Got a whistle here. Not sure what the stoppage is about. Oh, Clinton making a substitution. And now Chapman once again starting to work their way downfield. Rogers perhaps with the chance. There's a shot on the goal and a great save by Clinton. And the offensive struggles continue for both teams here in the second half. Neither side has been able to come up with that big opportunity, one of those breakaway runs down the middle of the field that we saw Chapman score on a ton over the course of that JV game. Trying to get a quick hit in there. Instead, it's brought back in by the goalie, and she'll send it away. And this one hops out of bounds in front of the Chapman bench. Clinton going to check it in and making quick work of it. Headed up by the Panthers, and West able to send it away for a moment. Back across midfield, there's another long kick. And, oh, Rogers turning on the Jets, but not quick enough. And Clinton notches yet another save. And this kick takes a solid Clinton bounce, but is retrieved by Graham Driggers for the Panthers. And then Chloe Bishop misses the kick, and it heads out of bounds by mistake. Got a kick toward the middle of the field now, and that one taken away by Rogers. And not sure if that was a shot on the goal or not. It was from way out there and goes off to the right. Clinton going to send it away again. Got a low kick fielded around the 35-yard line of the Red Devils, and man, both teams still just trying to get something going here. There's been a ton of pushing and pulling in this second half. Maybe two major scoring opportunities for either side in this over the past 25 minutes or so, and that kick is going to hop out of bounds. Deep in Chapman territory. Clinton has a chance here. Definitely in need of a goal. Just over 15 minutes left to decide the winner in this one. And Clinton ready to take a shot. There's the kick and retrieved by the goalie. So there's the save. Keep the score at 2-0. And Chapman sends it away. And this one takes a nice Chapman bounce as well. Ball is loose, and Clinton is closer to it at least. Still up for grabs, and now Chapman maybe with a chance. This is going to be close. And now the Panthers really working to the back of the end zone. And I'm not sure if they're running clock here or if they got into that corner unintentionally, but they do get out for the time being. And now send it away. Brought back in. And taken back once more. Adeline West tries to catch up to it, and instead Clinton gets it back. They'll try and reverse field. And now out to around midfield. The Red Devils maybe with the chance here. Got a long pass downfield. This could be it. And now starting to slow up. That ball kind of bounced off to the outside and allowed the Chapman defense to catch up. Graham Driggers with a really nice save on that one. Putting a stop to a potential runaway there for the Red Devils. And Chapman making it all the way back across midfield, holding it, trying to get it to Rogers. And Rogers a little out of position. That one's going to hop out of bounds and go down as Chapman ball. Chapman trying to work the inside of the field now. Holden takes a shot on the goal, and it goes off to the left. Clinton will send it away once more. And the Red Devils have changed goalies here. And kind of shanked to that kick. Clinton is able to get it back, and they got tangled up with one of the Panthers there. Chloe Bishop has it taken away. And now the Red Devils have a player in the open field. Got a long pass down there. There's a scramble for it, and Chapman brings it back in. Good job there by number 17. I believe that's Morgan West. Nice job of catching up to that. Yep, that is Morgan West. It is going to be Clinton ball, though, as we hit the 12-minute mark here in the second half. The Red Devils have got to get something going here, and they're in a good position to do it. Just got to get some players in the right spots, and that is not going to help. Trying to send it all the way to the other side of the field, and it goes right back to the Panthers across the stripe and headed back the other way again. Hops out of bounds, and that one is going to be Chapman ball. West will check this one in from the top of the screen. And there's the throw, gets it to Holden. And Holden backtracks to the inside. Ball is loose, and looks like Clinton is going to be able to bring it in. Chapman tried the knots to take away there, couldn't quite get it, but Chloe Bishop has it now. And, cannot get it to number 14 there. But now 14 has it, takes a shot on the goal, and that one is saved. Elizabeth Franklin with the attempt there. Shot came in just a little bit too slow. Holden sends it right back to Franklin, and Clinton sends it all the way over to midfield, headed up by West, and Clinton starting to make some progress in the opposite direction. Now they've got it. How far can they get? Morgan West brings it back in. Gets it across midfield. And now Rogers starting to make a break for it. Got a long shot here. Oh, and just off to the left. Didn't hook it inside far enough. Clinton will get to send it away here. 10 minutes remaining in the second half. Here's the kick. Nope. Nope, here it is. And not a ton of gas on this one. Takes a solid Chapman bounce. And then gets knocked across midfield. Driggers takes it away. And trying to work it down the sideline. I think that's Holden. No, check that. Rogers bringing it in. Going for the shot across the side. And can't bring it in. Heads all the way to the other side of the field to Torrey Rogers. Torrey Rogers brings it back in. Goes for almost a corner shot there. Ball's loose. The goalie is out of position and gets it back. That was awfully close. Clinton dodges a bullet there. One more goal from Chapman might have done it. They're not out of this one yet, and maybe with a chance here if it stays in bounds. And the ball kind of slows down a little bit. Chapman at least able to catch up, and they send it to the middle of the field. Franklin makes one man miss, going across midfield now. Clinton at least going to, trying to send it downfield and instead knocked it out of bounds. It's going to be Chapman ball at the 45. And that one gets knocked right out of bounds as soon as they checked it in. Franklin going to try it now. There's the kick to the inside of the field, up for grabs, and Clinton able to send it away. And several players run into each other there. Chapman's got it for now, trying to send it back to the inside of the field. Got a foot race, and Chapman brings it back in, but could not get the right angle on that kick. And it eventually makes its way back out of bounds. 7.5 minutes to go. Clinton needs to get something done soon. And Rogers with a chance down the sideline, finds Bishop alone, and great save there by the Red Devils. And I think Chapman will have a corner shot coming up, but man, solid defense there by Clinton, not giving up another goal again. I think this late in this one, going down 3-0, that might have been it. But Chapman will have another chance here. Elizabeth Franklin going to send this one in. Here's the kick. Franklin's got some backspin, and goalie tried to climb the ladder and grab that one. Comes up short, and it's going to head out of bounds all the way on the other side of the field. And it is once again going to be Chapman ball. And I think they got to throw this one in, but it's effectively another corner shot. And nope, they will get a corner shot here. And that one is loose right in the middle. And looks like Clinton was able to send it away. Trying to get something going here. There's another long shot on the goal, and this one goes too far to the right. Rogers has been really aggressive with that so far. Has not paid dividends yet, but it certainly put some stress on that Clinton defense. No doubt about it. And Clinton's going to try to put this one in play rather than get it downfield. And ball is loose. Clinton's going to be able to bring it in, and they do have it across, or nope, not across midfield quite yet. There it goes. And now Graham Drigger's the last line of defense for the Panthers, and she lets it roll. Going to be Chapman ball. 5 minutes to go. This one gets loose. Chapman has defenders in place. They kick this one up. And Holden hesitates and then makes a break on it. Line drives it to the middle of the field, still loose. Rogers trying to get something going. And now has to split 3 defenders and ran into just about all of them at once there. Franklin starting to backtrack. Chapman puts it back into play across midfield, and then Rogers tries to head it up, and instead it falls out of bounds. Going to be Clinton ball, and Chapman's got it back for the moment. Got a kick back across midfield. Still rolling here. 4 minutes to go. They have stopped the in-stadium clock, so what you're seeing on the screen is just an estimate of how much time is left. And the officials might add a few seconds on for any stoppages that we had over the course of the second half, at least. Clinton was starting to make their way downfield, though, with 3.5 minutes to go. Chapman, all they've got to do is at least stay the course. Don't necessarily even need to score here. Just take time off that clock, and they should be in the clear. Though a score definitely wouldn't hurt. Oh, and trying to headbutt that one in. Goes off to the left-hand side. Not sure who that was. I want to say it was Chloe Bishop, but I'll have to wait until she turns around to get a look at the number. And no, that was number 2. That was Taryn Rogers. Clinton tries to send that one away. Chapman reels it back in, and now Taryn Rogers perhaps with another attempt. And this one goes to the right. Clinton will send it away once more. Oh, they call that. This is Chapman ball, so they've got a corner shot coming up. That'll take even more time off the clock. About 2.5 minutes to go. Franklin sends this one in. Got some backspin. And the goalie dropped it. There's the kick inside and blocked by the Red Devils. Good defense there. Chapman trying to get the ball back. Reestablish possession. There's another shot on the goal by Franklin. Misses one defender, but is brought in by the goalie. And now with just over 2 minutes left, Clinton rolls it along the ground and all the way into Chapman territory. And it's retrieved by the goalie. And now Chapman's going to get a chance to send it away. Taking their time here. Got a really nice kick, too, all the way out to the 45 before it even touches the ground. And West sends it back in the other direction. Franklin has it now, trying to get a little bit further. Tori Rogers made a move on it and had it stolen, but it does go out of bounds, so Chapman will get it back. Here's the throw from Franklin. And that one knocked away by the Red Devils and knocked back out of bounds. About 70 seconds to go in this one. Clinton has got to find a way to at least get the ball on Chapman's end of the field. They cannot continue to play the defensive like this. There's the kick. It's high, but looks like it's got some nice spin. Takes a Clinton bounce and is into the open field. Chapman has defenders in place. Can they stay the course? Got a shot on the goal, and that one is saved by the Lady Panthers, and that might be the decider with about 45 seconds to go. And now got a long kick down the field. Chapman trying to notch on one last goal before the whistle. Got a kick to the inside. Taryn Rogers navigating some traffic, and Clinton's goalie brings it back in, and Rogers couldn't slow down fast enough, runs right into her. And my clock is just about to hit zeros. The end of the game probably not too far behind. And now maybe Clinton with a chance here. Trying to break the shutout. Got a shot, and that one is knocked out of the back of the end zone. And, yep, that is it. Chapman wins 2-0 over Clinton. Started out hot, but then both defenses really caught wind of what the other side was doing. Shutout for both ends in the second half. Your final score, 2-0 in favor of the Lady Panthers, and that is going to do it for us here tonight. For those of you still sticking around, I'd like to thank you for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. We will be live tomorrow from Landrum High School, JV and Varsity Baseball against St. Joseph's. And in the meantime, on Thursday, our next Chapman event is going to be on Thursday. Got Varsity Baseball versus Greer at 6. Should be a good one. So we will see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in.